Today, we'll learn how to implement the Trestle gem in our applications. Trestle is a modern responsive admin framework for Ruby on Rails. So, we'll learn how to use this in our Rails applications. To begin, we'll first create our blank application, which I've done here. And next, we'll install our gem. So, we can look at the instructions here, which tells us that we should go ahead and add gem Trestle to our bundle file, or rather our gem file. We can come to our terminal and just add bundle add Trestle, and this will install it for us. Now that that is done, if we go back here, we can see the installation instructions. We've run bundle install when we did that, it ran it together, and now we have to run Rails generate Trestle install. So we can simply copy this and we can paste it in here. So it has installed our gem for us. So let's go ahead and create some scaffolds. We'll say Rails generate scaffold article. We want our title and our content of type text, and we can run our migrations and start up our server. So let's update our, let's trash this. So we'll say Rails serve, and we can update our routes. So this is the routes here, and if we open this up, we have our articles right here. So we can go ahead and create our normal, carry out our normal CRUD operations. And if we wanted to head over to our admin panel, we'll go to admin here, and there we go. So this is what the dashboard looks like right now. We can see we don't have any information here, it's just a blank dashboard. So what we can do, if we look at the instructions here, it tells us for every resource that we create, we should run the generator to create the resource, the admin panel resources. We have article that we have just created, so let's just simply copy this. We'll stop our server and we'll paste this in here. There we go. We can see it has created our file for us here. We can follow it if we click on it, and we can see this is the admin page here. If we start up our server and we come back here, there we go. We can see the first articles that we created. You can see we also have articles listed here. So here we can carry out our CRUD operations. We can add whatever information we want. We can save the article. We can update it. If we want it, we can also add validations, and all of this will reflect if we head over to article.rb. So if we say validate title and want present to be true, if we save that and we delete our title and we click on save, you see title cannot be blank. So you can see it validates, it carries out our validations from our model. And if you also wanted to delete it, we can also do that here. So this is all fine and nice, but Trestle also comes with some gems that we can, some plugins that we can use if we wanted to add authentication. So only an admin or only an authenticated user can visit the admin panel. We can go ahead and do that. To do that, we'll use device instead. So we can come here and say bundle add device. Now that we've added device, we can run Rails device install, or rather Rails generate device install. Now that we have done that, we can just simply copy this and add it to our development.erb file, just paste it at the bottom. And now that we've done that, we can create our user. So we say Rails generate device user, and with that we can run our migrations. So if we come here, if we go back to the Trestle GitHub page, you can see it has Trestle auth for the plugin. So if we check out its GitHub page, if we open this up, it will give us the gem that we need to install our plugin here. So we can just simply copy this and we head over to our gem file, and we can see our Trestle gem that we installed using bundle install, or rather bundle add, and device. So we can paste this in here and we can run bundle install. Now that we're through with that, we can see if we come down here to option 2, it says device integration. So what we have to simply do is run Rails generate Trestle auth install user, and we give it the device flag. So you simply copy this here and we simply paste it in our terminal. There we go. It tells us that it's inserting some files and generating some files for us. So now that we have done that, if we restart our server and we head over here to our admin panel, you see right now we are greeted by a login page for our admin. So we have to create a user first for us to be able to log in. And we can simply just copy this here from the setup instructions. We copy this, and then let's just stop our server for a second. We head over to our Rails console and we paste this in, but we'll delete the first name, last name. So we're creating a user with email and password. The email is admin at example, and the password is simply password. So there we go. We exit a terminal and then we can start up our server. So now if we want to log in, let's just simply copy this admin example, we paste it in here, and our password is password. So there we go. And now we also have our users added to the dashboard. So if you wanted to create a user, we can do that here. So let's also add another model. Let's call this blog. We'll say Rails generates scaffold blog with title, content of type text, and user references. With that, we can run our migration, and we can go to our user.rb and simply add a relationship. It has many blogs. If we look at our blog here, you can see it already has our relationship set up, belongs to user. So with that, if we come back here, you can see nothing happens. The blogs hasn't showed up, and that is because if we look at the documentation here, it says we always have to create the resource page for it, for the admin panel. So we can copy this, come down here and paste it, and with that we'll say blog. So we'll say Rails generate Trestle resource blog. We come back here, there we go. We have our blogs available now, and we can go ahead and create. If we try to create this without any information, it would say will throw an error for us, throw an error message. So we always have to select the user